Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead. My name is Paul. I just wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on around the homestead. We've been busy. A lot of videos that come out and they're kind of project orientated, but this one's just a very kind of a news update, what we're doing right now. So I've been doing a lot of studying on grass grazing. The method that I've been studying a lot is called management intensive grazing. What we're trying to do, instead of making a way to be ready for winter by making hay, is we're going to try to stockpile the grass on the ground. Sheep are very proficient. This area only gets about 6 inches of snow for the entire winter. Last winter we only had a couple of 2-inch periods. It was very light. So the sheep should have no problem with the snow. The snow is actually somewhat of a preservative. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get these pastures, these fields ready for winter. So we're trying not to graze them too low, but we're trying to leave some here. So if you look across this field right here, it doesn't look very high. If I'm looking out here, it only probably looks like it's about 6 inches tall, maybe at the highest. We brought the chickens through here. The sheep were on here. The sheep were out here about 2 months ago. And I want to show you how high it is. I got this little measuring stick here. So if I push this into the grass, you can see a lot of the tips of this grass, not the seed heads. The seed heads are way up. They're at like 24 inches, but the actual tips of the grass are about 13, 14 inches. This one's about 16 inches. If I come into here, it's deeper. It's deeper in different parts. But my point is, we're putting together a little stockpile here for the winter grazing season. We're trying to get these sheep ready. I don't know if you saw this sheep in the background here, but that sheep right there, it's a St. Croix ram that we got. So we got our ram. That's good news. First week of December, we're gonna put the ram in with the ewes, or the female sheep, and we still only have 4 of those. We'd like to get up to about 8 or 10 of those so that the area that we graze is more intense. There's more animals in a smaller area. Right now the animals are able to stay in a 80 foot by 80 foot area for about somewhere between 7 and 10 days. So that's not bad as far as management, but it really doesn't make it so intense. They stomp it down and they trample it real heavily. They are in the back now. The last time that we recorded them, and then on the Premier One fencing video that we did, they were right back where those chicken tractors are right there. So actually, let's go down there. I want to show you guys a little update on the chicken tractors and what we got going in there with the meat birds. Okay, so we're over here by the meat birds now. Now this cage on the left used to house a set of egg layers that we have that were actually producing. One of the issues that we were having with the meat birds is they were stocked at too high of a density. They weren't getting big enough. It was actually really hard to feed them with that many birds in one pen. So there's 60 of them total. Before there was 60 birds all in one. It was just too crowded for them in there. It didn't seem like they were growing quite enough. So what we did is we took those egg layers out and we moved them in with an existing group of about 15 egg layers that were actually already in a barn setup. And so we took those 25 out. They're actually right over here. You can see them all up against the fence. They're used to being in here. They've only been out of these tractors for about 2 days now. So they're still kind of going through that cycle with that other existing flock where they're both kind of battling, because there was a rooster and 15 hens already there, and then we brought in these new 25, and those actually had 2 roosters in with them. Even the hens, when you introduce new hens to a new flock, it's better if there's larger groups, because then they can't pick out one and really pick on it. Like if you just bring 1 hen in or 2 hens into, say, 30, they're really going to attack those. But actually what we did was we brought a larger group in. We brought 25 into 15. So now there's about 40 birds over that way. We do really at this point have overabundance of chickens right now. We have more than we need. So we're going into winter here pretty soon, and we're gonna have to find a way to minimize that flock. Okay, so the plan for the meat birds is now that they're divided up, we got these guys the first week of June. It's the second week of September. So it's a little over 3 months, 12 weeks. The normal processing for these guys, they say, is between 8 and 10 weeks. And we're at 13 weeks right now. So we've actually kind of gone over that. We don't really have a place to store all them, to freeze all of them. So what we're gonna do starting in the next couple days here is we're gonna start just processing a couple of them as we need them. A big part of this project that we were doing with these guys is to test this market, to see how hard it is to sell these birds and to find the customer base that might be interested in a product like this. These are what would be called a pasture-raised poultry, or poultry that are raised out on grass, not in a commercial warehouse. So they're free of antibiotics, of the constant chicken manure bedding that a chicken factory would have them in. The main idea is to have in a very natural setting, so they're healthy. It's healthy meat, clean meat. So that's the plan. So these guys will be going away little by little, and that'll free up another chicken tractor. And then maybe shortly, once we get another one of these freed up, we'll put some rabbits in here. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Right now we have 7 bunnies that I'd like to put in here and see how that goes. For now, we're gonna close out this particular video. In another video, we'll do an update on both gardens. There's one area that I haven't done a whole lot of filming in over by the house that I really wanna show you guys. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy what you're seeing here, if you like the content, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.